It's another video from Ozzy's Robot. Brought to you by the Banana Collection.
Boom, ba doodly doo, bom, bom, ba 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 ba. Hey everyone, welcome back. Come on in. It's the time of the day, the greatest time, especially when we look at post-war tin toys from Japan. And today we have an extremely special toy. One of my inspirations to collect, not just collect and get into this hobby, but collect into the insane level where these things became so expensive, you can probably buy a few homes. But before we get rolling with an explanation and story about all this, kick back in your most comfortable chair, revolving stool, dining booth, grab your steaming, delicious, sweltering cup of coffee, if it's morning where you're at. I happen to have a green tea today, this flavored with natural flavors, which I've been told natural flavors can be a ruse. I don't know how natural they are, but I will take a sip right now. Hopefully you join me. We're going to proceed to look at the beautiful Flair Products space robot car from Japan. Now, I said this is an inspirational toy, an aspirational toy, actually. So when I got into the hobby, the first book that I found, besides the magazines, like Toy Shop Magazine, that was one of the big ones, and besides Battery Toys by Brian Moran, the 1000 Toys by Kitahara, sort of a mentor, and Yukio Shimizu, am I pronouncing that right? One day we'll actually look at this entire book, but this is my original copy, and it's kind of yellowed. You probably can't see it. Well, yellowed on the side here. In the spine, because this was one of my reference books. And without going through all the contents, I remember being absolutely flabbergasted by this nearly 40 years ago when I saw this. I was like, what the hell is that thing? It's so freaking cool. I mean, it took up 2 pages and it just struck me like a bolt of lightning. I said, that is one of the most beautiful toys I have ever seen. Again, these all predate me. Reminds me of a Hino truck that's sort of cut down with a cab in the front here. So it has a sort of retro futurism all over the place, you know, with the old style front end, but then it has futuristic tech laden in it. And then, of course, the beautiful color, the lithography. Now, this looks blue. The pictures never really capture, like, the tealish nature of the blue they used. And then, of course, the Robbie-style robot, the dome, the guns, these cool industrial hubcaps, kind of the old-style Baby Moon, except it's slotted and center cap in red with a lot of bolts. So it was one of my aspirations to definitely acquire this. And you can see here the litho on the head. So it took years and years before I could even afford it. And then I find a couple of them. So over the years, I've probably had 3 or 4. And it took a long, long time to get a boxed example of this. And finally, I did manage to get probably what is the best version I've ever had. And this is a nice original box. Now, I've had a couple of box versions, but I've been able to upgrade it over the years. But even the box is super cool. It has sort of like a planet that has an alien landscape in it, and in the big circle there. And then this vehicle just cruising around with the robot. I mean, it's really cool. Now, they did make a couple versions of this toy, and one of them does have like a red Robbie S type robot driver. But you can see the guns here shooting. I don't know what this antenna thing is there. It's kind of a mystery. And then this looks like Earth, because that looks sort of like the U.S. and South American continent. And you see it's a Flair product. I've never really looked to see if there's another manufacturer on here. And believe it or not, for like a nearly, 65-year-old box, this is about as good a box as I've been able to find. Lid and bottom. You can see here they have a nice kind of cool, colorful depiction. Here's your battery box, switch lever, the guns, the dome. Now they depict spinning. The dome itself doesn't spin, it's the light inside there. And again, very cool graphics on this box. As for the toy, because now I have my stationary camera holder, so it's pointing down, but I like to pick it up to really show you. Look at this. This is just absolutely stunning. And look at this example. The chrome is very shiny. The robot itself is in good shape. Sometimes the robot has a lot of oxidation and things like that, but man, this thing is gleaming. You can tell the bottom looks brand new, unused. Shiny as can be, like a mirror. Nice rubber on the wheels. There's your dome. Love this dome. It's sort of ridged and round circle up top. Of course, you got the two lights inside there that give you the illumination effect. Here's your guns, because of course you need, oh, here you go, Yonezawa. So Yonezawa, the manufacturer, Flair, I guess, was a distributor. I don't know much about Flair. If somebody in the comments knows what's going on with Flair, let me know in the comments. I'm trying to think of what else had Flair. Did the Lantern robot, did one version of the Lantern say Flair? Did a robot have Flair on it? I'm not quite sure. Anyway, here's your dashboard, all tin. Man, it's just killer toy. Absolutely love this toy. So anyway, I'm going to turn off the lights. I'm not going to run it too much because, of course, I don't want to be the one to burn out the bulbs. So let's... Oh, man, that's dark. Let's see if I can get the lighting effect. That cool or what? And we're going to have to wave my arms and get the motion sensors to pick it up. I'm surprised the motion hasn't picked up yet. Woo! There we go. Whoa! Go to your bumpers, car. Nope, I don't want you running off the table. He's mad, I tell you. All right, let's pick it up like this. Now the head does turn. You can see a little bit of head motion there. And he takes off. Woo. All right, that's enough of that. You know what? With my luck, this thing will fly off the table. And I'm like, nope, that's not gonna happen. Damn, ran into the camera, the tripod here like 3 times. Anyway, that's a look. Let's turn his head. Usually the head has a little more motion, but for whatever reason, it's a little loose maybe. But yeah, so that's your space robot car by Yonezawa, distributed by Flair. Featured is a 2-page spread in 1,000 tin toys, one of the absolute holy grails, in my opinion, of space toys, and one of the toys that inspired me to collect, and early on it was an aspirational toy, so I would recommend it if you're getting into the hobby. This is definitely one of the toys to put on your must-have list. I think it's one of the top space toys of all times, and it's not by any stretch one of the most expensive. It's certainly not cheap, but in my opinion, it's grossly undervalued. It looks fantastic. The actions are cool, and it's sort of stabilized in value. And I'm thinking, not that it's cheap, but my guess is you could probably pick one of these up loose, maybe for 1,800 to 2,500, which isn't insane. I mean, they used to go for 3. You could still hit 3 maybe. And in the box, I'm guessing, maybe 38 to 5,200 would be my guess right now, but it's only a guess. So anyway, with that, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this toy if you like it. If you do, thumb up the video, and please subscribe if you haven't done so. I would really appreciate that. It helps the channel and the algorithms. With that, thanks again for your time. Greatly appreciated, and I will talk to you later.